What would happen if you saw a seraphim, the most powerful angel in the entire universe? Seraphim are angels of incalculable strength whose power is beyond human comprehension and even beyond the power of the universe. These angels have 6 wings. With 2, they fly. With 2, they cover their feet, and with 2, they cover their face. Seraphim are entirely made of fire. They are the ones who, using tongs, placed a burning coal in the mouth of the prophet Isaiah in the book of Revelation. They stand eternally before the throne of God, serving with reverence and immeasurable power. But what would happen if you saw one of these angels without being shielded and protected by the grace of God? You would be incinerated alive. The holiness of these angels is so intense that no human being could withstand it, and the heat they emit is 1,000 times more powerful than that of the sun. If you've made it this far, leave your amen and send this video to someone who should know this. There are 10 heavens in the book of Enoch. Some of the beings Enoch seen in the higher levels of heaven frightened Enoch so much that he fell down in terror. The first heaven is directly above the firmament. The firmament is described as some kind of barrier surrounding the earth that has another body of water above it that is bigger than every ocean on earth, according to the book of Enoch. The second heaven is a prison for the fallen angels. The third heaven Enoch saw was a heaven full of paradise for the righteous people. However, there is also another side of this heaven that is similar to hell, and it's for the unrighteous people. The fourth heaven is where the solar and lunar tracks are. This means Enoch seen how all the astrological constellations operated. The fifth heaven is where the watchers are. These are the angels that mated with humans and made the Nephilim, giants, and demons. The watchers are described as looking like humans, but giant in comparison. The sixth heaven has 7 groups of archangels. They are described as being extremely bright beings that are even brighter than the sun. The seventh heaven was so frightening to Enoch that he literally began trembling with fear. In this heaven he seen the fiery armies of the archangels, the seraphim, the cherubim, the dominions, the origins, the authorities, and the many-eyed thrones, and even more angels. We don't know most of the angelic races I named, however we can just imagine how frightening this was. The 8th heaven is where the seasons are changed. The 9th heaven is where the zodiac is contained. And the 10th and last heaven has God himself present. Enoch describes God's face as being supremely awesome and supremely frightening. There are also cherubs and seraphim angels singing in this heaven. Did you know? The book of Enoch explained a group of mysterious creatures that fallen angels created. Today, that's what we'll be covering in the book of Enoch. You see, the Nephilim giants are not the only hybrid beings that were created. There were also mysterious crossbreeds between animals and humans. Let me explain. The book of Enoch mentions how the 200 watchers experimented on humans and animals to create monstrous hybrid beings. The book reads, "The 200 angels choose animals on which to perform unnatural acts, including presumably humans. 200 donkeys, 200 rams, 200 goats, 200 beasts. From every animal, from every bird for miscegenation. The outcome of the demonic corruption was violence, perversion, and a brood of monstrous beings. They defiled, they begot giants and monsters." Now, as we can see, the book of Enoch referred to giants and monsters, meaning there were several different hybrids. This angel is worse than Satan. The book of Enoch explained a group of fallen angels known as the Watchers, and what they did will shock you. I'll explain the worst of these angels at the end of the video, so stay until the end. There are 200 of these angels that fell, and here are a few of their names: Samyaza, Azazel, Armaros, Arakiel, and Barakiel. Now let me explain why these angels are so bad. Azazel taught mankind how to make weapons for war. This act alone resulted in chaos, even still to this day. But it gets far worse. The leader of these angels, Samyaza, is far worse than Satan himself. Here's why. Not only was Samyaza the one responsible for leading every fallen angel to sin, he also led a series of experiments with the other fallen angels. They created a series of twisted, disfigured beings with human DNA and animal DNA. This whole story is spoken about in the Book of Giants.